The Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has held a video conference with Chinese health experts. The digital meeting aims to educate Africa CDC members on how they can control the situation across the continent. CGTN's Daniella Pearson tells us more.
Health experts from the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the Africa CDC, gathered at African Union headquarters in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Over a Skype meeting, they listened to their Chinese colleagues who spoke about their experiences in trying to curb the spread of COVID-19.
As of today, Wednesday the 18th of March, we have 31 African countries out of the 55 member states that are reporting confirmed cases of COVID-19. And we have slightly over 500 cases in these 31 countries. So I would say that the outbreak in Africa has started, and more countries are getting affected.
The Chinese health experts shared knowledge with their African colleagues on various issues, such as how to trace close contacts at the peak of the outbreak.
From the very beginning of the outbreak, before Africa even received its first case, we were learning what was going on in China. We were exchanging information about how China is responding in China, and we were also preparing ourselves based on the experience in China. We are working with all the 55 member states to get their capacity to be able to diagnose the virus. Secondly, to enhance surveillance at their ports of entry, because we expect that the first case in a country will be imported from outside. And thirdly, to strengthen the ability of the health system to be able to manage the first cases, and therefore not let it spread within the country.
The African health experts also commended China's efforts in fighting COVID-19. The Africa CDC members say the remarkable results yielded by China are of great importance to Africa.
The experience that China has undergone is very important for us, because ours is just starting, while in China is just ending. I think today's meeting by video conference is a good example of that, where the Chinese government has placed its experience on the table for African countries to be able to see and use as an example for countries to be better prepared.
Through the Africa CDC, China has also provided multifaceted material assistance, including reagent testing kits. China has also provided emergency relief to African countries affected by the outbreak. Chinese medical teams in African countries are also actively participating in anti-epidemic operations. Daniella Pearson, CGTN.